Good morning, guys. Today I want to talk about body shaming. I want to talk about it from an angle of an educational purposes to inform purposes versus condemnation or um, making someone feel bad. I know for me, the way I learn, the way I get convicted is when people are teaching, they're rebuking but building up at the same time. So this video is not about bashing on anybody or making anyone feel bad, because it would defeat the whole purpose of being educational. Now, learned behavior is a behavior that is learned from as a result of experience. So I know for me, when I was growing up, there are cultural things that I learned that I didn't even realize there were cultural things until I became an adult and I realized, oh, that's the way my family did things. That's the way my environment was. Simple things like as you guys know, I'm Haitian American. So when I was growing up in the Haitian community, I think the Caribbean community, period, you can't walk into a group of adults as a kid and not say hello. Like, that's just not called for. You will get your butt beat. You will get your butt screamed at. It was just unheard of. So when I grew up, I went to a predominantly all-white college. Um, so I hung out with a lot of my white friends. My best friend is Caucasian. So when I started hanging around my friends, I realized my white Caucasian friends, they would just walk in the room and not say anything to their parents or, you know, certain things. And I remember mentioning it to my Caucasian friends. I'm like, why don't you guys are not big on salutations? Oh, we just don't, I don't know, we just don't do that. I'm giving you that as an example of the way we're brought up, the environment that we are brought up in plays a lot into who we are as an adult. So when you see a young adult, someone who is constantly talking about how other people look, sometimes it's not really their fault. And I'm not condoning it. Clearly, I'm not condoning it. Sometimes people, that's just the way they are because that's the environment they were brought in. So they have a parent or their parents are someone who always criticizing other people as far as like the way they look. Someone is big, someone is whatever, skinny or whatever the thing is. It's normalized. It's not looked at as this is a bad thing to do because this is the environment that I was brought up in. So when you see someone in a constant state of negativity, always talking about how if this person is pretty, if this person is not pretty, that person is ugly, this person is too fat, this person is too skinny, this person is too that. And it's a constant thing. It's like they don't have the ability to enter an environment or have a discussion without putting someone else down. And most likely, with most people, they don't see anything wrong with it because it's been normalized so much in their life. It's like as a matter of fact. So if someone was to point it out to them and say, hey, do you realize you're always talking about how somebody else look? They probably will look at you crazy. What do you mean? I'm just saying my opinion. What's wrong with just saying my opinion? It's a free country. I can say whatever I want. What's wrong with observing how someone looks? Now, to be honest with you, we all have eyes. We see things. I see things in other people that I find, okay, maybe that person could correct or not. But I don't speak on it. I don't talk about how somebody else look. In fact, the majority of my conversations with the few close friends that I have, if anything, what we talk about is the flyness of women. How women that I follow on social media platforms, how they're boss ladies, how we admire them. I'm always talking about how, I've been following this person since this amount of time and I'm so proud of them. I'm always complimenting women because that's just who I am. But that doesn't make me better than the person that's not complimenting the women or men or whoever and putting other people down. It just means that the environment that I was raised in was completely different than the environment that they were raised in. So they need to be educated to let them know this is not normal. Like the things that I thought were normal that was dysfunctional in my character, when I got in therapy, my therapist taught me this is not normal. So this is what this video is about. It's about educational to let you know what to normalize, because you may not know there's anything wrong with constantly. If your dialogue with the people that are close to you, and 90% of your dialogue is always about how somebody else look, it's not normal. There's something about that is not normal. Why does your conversations have to be always consumed with somebody else's appearance, someone else's deficiency, somebody else's weight gain, somebody else's weight loss, somebody else's facial features, or who's beautiful, who's not? Why does this dialogue is so consistent, and why does it consume you so much? You may think it's normal. It's not normal, because it either stems from one or three things. One, you were raised in an environment where an environment that's how people spoke, so you think it's okay because it's a free country, it's your opinion, you're entitled to say what you want, which is true. Or you have a parent that behaves in such a way, or there's insecurities inside of you, that you are insecure in your body, that when you're subconsciously doing something that you don't even realize. When you're constantly talking about other people, it takes the attention off of you. Now, I know all of us have known one person who is overweight that has called somebody else fat. I had someone in my life that I knew for a long time, for 15 years. This person was in my life, and this person is overweight. In fact, this person had a gastric bypass surgery to lose weight. They lost over 100 and something pounds. And during the years, unfortunately for them, they gained the weight back. Now, when they gained the weight back, I have observed on several occasions this same person who's obese literally talk about other people, say that fat person, that obese person. And I remember thinking to myself, do you have a mirror? What is wrong with you? And this is pre-therapy. And after therapy and working on myself and this new path of journey that I'm on, in hindsight, I'm able to look back and realize that the reason why an obese person will call another person obese and fat is because, in fact, they're taking attention off of them and putting on the other person. So I wanted to do this video today. Someone may be watching this video, and you may be on the other side of it, where someone is criticizing you all the time, always talking about you, always talking about the way you look and this and this and that. Know that when someone is constantly criticizing your appearance, it has really nothing to do with you. Maybe you do have something in your appearance that needs to be fixed, that needs to be genuinely adjusted. But the fact that someone is always horn on that and always talking about your appearance in a negative fashion, know that it has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with them, for the three reasons that I listed in the description bar. Okay? And also, if you are the person that's constantly talking about other people's appearance, I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to be self-righteous and act like, oh my God, I am so much better than you because you talk about other people and I'm not listening. I may not talk about other people and talk about other appearance, but I have my own faults too. The thing about it, we all have our things that we struggle with. We all have dysfunction in us that we don't even know they're dysfunctions until someone points it out to us and says, hey, that's dysfunctional, that's not normal. So I'm not here to bash you. I'm not here to get on my soapbox and make you feel bad about it. I'm here for education purposes. I'm here to tell you it's not normal to constantly spend majority of your day to be talking about other people. In fact, if the people that are closest to you, if you find yourself being bonded, your bond with someone is not based on a healthy bond, but your bond with someone is conversations that are negative about other people, that's not a healthy friendship. So what you might want to do if you are the person that's constantly always talking about how somebody look like, look at this person, they gain weight, look at this person, oh my god, they're so fat, oh my god, she gained so much weight, oh my god, look at her, look at him, and you're always like body shaming people, I'm here to tell you, you might want to take a step back on your private time and from today on, catch yourself. Every time you open your mouth to say something negative about somebody, instead of saying something negative about somebody, either don't say anything at all or turn that negative into a positive, because it is toxic behavior. It's not normal to be sitting there constantly always nitpicking at other people's appearance. It's not healthy. That means there's something inside of you that you have to figure out which one of the 3 reasons that I listed, the reason why you're doing it. On the most scariest note, it may be all the above, and that's okay, because we all are work in progress. Ain't nobody perfect around here. We all have things that we do that we think that are normal that are not normal. All I am saying is if you are that person, all the time, look at her child, look at her weave child, look at, she gained so much weight, she used to be so pretty, she's so skinny, she's so tall, he's so this, he's so that, and that's always your dialogue. And the people that are around you, you bond with those people over talking about other people. You want to sit back and you might want to think and evaluate yourself. After watching this video today, I need you to be conscious and aware of the things that come out your mouth. Every time you talk about somebody's negativity, be aware of it. Be aware of it. Either stop doing it or turn that negative comment into a positive comment, because it is not normal. We live in a society where we are consumed with social media platform. Everybody is on a filter. It's to the point where when you meet someone in person, you don't even recognize the person, because we see people through filters. People don't even look the same in person anymore. Our level of catfish in 2020 is ridiculous. Nobody looks like themselves. Everybody is presenting these edited pictures and these filters, which is nothing wrong with that. I use filters when I do IG stories. I use filters when I do live. But I would like to think that when someone meets me in person that I look like myself. You know what I'm saying? So we have a distorted image of what beauty is and what beauty should be. And then because of that, social media has made us feel like we have the right to say certain things to certain people because we're behind a keyboard, we're behind a cell phone, and we can say things about people. You know, the thing is, I have gotten to a point in my life where I'm secure with myself. I'm no longer damaged by when people say something negative to me about my appearance, because I have gotten to the point where I am comfortable with my appearance. That's one of the reasons why my head is shaved. You know, it takes a lot of confidence to walk around with a bald head and shaved head. I told everyone that I will eventually start wearing wigs again, and that's my choice. But I will keep my head shaved. And I'm bringing this up because years ago, decades ago, I would never be on this video with a shaved head. What? I would never do that because I was so insecure with myself. I was such a people pleaser. It took me a while to be comfortable in my skin. When I was in high school, I got teased for my lips. You see how now, I grew up in the 90s, so, you know, big lips and big butt wasn't a thing back then. Back then, it was kind of like everyone wanted you to look like Halle Berry type of thing. So in high school, I went to an all-white high school. I went to an all-Caucasian high school. There was barely any black people there. We had some, but there wasn't a lot. Same thing with my college. I was always surrounded by Caucasian women all the time. So my level of beauty was based on the people around me. So I was teased about my lips. I was teased about my butt being too big or whatever it was. And it took me a while to get to this point to where someone can say something about me and I can read right through it, and I know that it has really nothing to do with me. It has anything to do with them. But here's my concern to the people that can't handle it, to the people that have not arrived where I have arrived. There are people right now, they're at a stage where any little thing that you tell them will affect them. Will put them into depression, will mess with their insecurities, would mess with their identities. What about those people? And that's why I wanted to do this video today. I prayed, I meditated on this video. I meditated all day, off and on. When I say meditated, I don't mean like close my eyes, meditate, meaning like I thought about this, making this video today, and I prayed about it. I said, God, Holy Spirit, speak through me, because I didn't want to come on here pointing fingers, condemning people, making people feel bad, and on a soapbox and being self-righteous. I wanted to be an educational video where people walk away from it with thought-provoking content, meaning like if you are on the end of getting the criticism of how you look, to understand that it has nothing to do with you, but it has everything with the person that's criticizing you, and you have to work on finding your identity, being comfortable in your skin. And if you are the person criticizing, I just want you to be aware of it. Be aware of it. Like every time you open your mouth to talk about how somebody look, you need to ask yourself, why are you doing it? Why is it so important? Why can't you just scroll by? Why is it so hard to see something, observe it, and just keep moving? Why do you have to stop and talk about somebody weight gain, or talk about somebody weight loss, or talk about if someone is pretty or not? Why is that so important to you? Yes, you live in a free country. You can say what you want. But why can't you just keep scrolling? Why? And that's all I want to do this video about, because it's learned behavior. And we have to break generational curses and generational thinking. We have to break generational thinking, because most likely this behavior is stemmed from a parent. You observe a parent doing it, a parent always talking about other people, always talking about other people look, and you subconsciously inherited your parents' behavior. Or you are constantly in an environment where people are always comparing who's prettier, who's not prettier, and who's this, and this person is fat, this person. So you think it's normal, or you are insecure with what you see in the mirror. Instead of you putting your focus on getting you right, to deflect on what is wrong with you, you now then put your insecurities on someone else. Or it may be all the above, 1, 2, and 3. And if it's all the above, I'm not here to condemn you. I'm not here to make you feel bad. Sis, bruh, let me tell you something. It's been a long journey for me. The person that you see standing in front of you now was a messed up person. I was messed up. Do you hear me? Messed up. So I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to let you know it is not normal to always be talking about other people's appearances. It's not healthy. It is a toxic trait that has to stop in order for you to be the best version of yourself. If there's insecurity in you, what you want to do is take the focus off of everybody else and focus on you. I have a way that I want to look. I have parts of my body that I want to work on. I've been working on those parts of my body every single morning. Every day I work on my body. I work on the areas that I feel like, hey, I want to improve this. But because I'm so focusing on working on the areas that I need to improve, I don't have time to be looking at anybody else. If anything, I love to see fly women. My conversations with my best friend are consumed with This person is so fly. She's bossing up. I'm proud of her. I am the girl, honey, that will hype you up, boo. I'm the hype girl. I will hype you up. I love supporting other people. I love lifting other people up. And then what we have to do is start practicing that. But in order to be able to lift other people up, we have to be able to lift ourselves up. Everything starts with ourselves. The Bible says, love our neighbor like we love ourselves. Why? Because Christ knew it starts with us. The minute you start loving you, start loving yourself, hyping yourself up. Listen, I am a beautiful black Nubian princess. I am gorgeous. I'm gorgeous with my bald rocking head. I'm gorgeous with my natural beat. I'm gorgeous with fly ass beat on my face. I'm gorgeous when I start wearing wigs again. I'm gorgeous when I snatch a wig off. I'm gorgeous the way I look right now. Do I want to work on getting tone and I have goals? Absolutely. But I am beautiful. I am gorgeous. I am beautiful. And the reason why I'm able to tell other women that they're beautiful, I'm able to drop comments on people's pages, sis, you're gorgeous, sis, I'm proud of you, sis, you are a boss lady, is because I believe it in myself. And it took a while for me to get here because I let the world consume me. That the only way that I can be beautiful is the way social media and social platforms in the world tells me that I can be beautiful. So sis, bruh, whoever this is for, just take some time. That's all you have to do, one step at a time. We all got our things. We all have our things that we working on. That's all you have to do, one step at a time. Every time you go to say something negative, you go, ooh, I'm about to say something negative. Just keep scrolling, keep moving. You observe somebody gain weight, why you gotta talk about it? How is that your business? Mind the business that belongs to you. How is that your business? You walk into a building, you seen somebody that gain weight, okay, they gain weight. Do you think that person don't have a mirror at their house? They don't know they gain weight? So what are you, the weight gain checker? So we have to work on ourselves. When we work on ourselves, then we're not going to have the urge to criticize other people. So hopefully this video helps in some way and somehow, because Lord knows I meditate on it. My goal for this video is for it to be educational, to uplift, to rebuke and build up at the same time, not for condemnation. Because most of the time we do things, we don't know we're doing them wrong. I know my therapist child has pointed things out to me. I'm like, whoa, that's toxic behavior. Whoa, that's negative behavior. I'm telling you, I'm going to leave you with this story. I wrote a devotional a while back that's called the rubber band theory. And you guys might want to try that. I went to this, when I found out how negative I was, because I was negative. Ooh. No wonder I couldn't do anything in my life because I was so negative. So I went to the dollar store when I realized my therapy sessions, how negative I am. I went to the dollar store. I'll leave you with this story. And I went and bought a box of rubber bands, right? So, I think I bought 3 boxes because I knew I probably wouldn't need 3 boxes. Every time I had a negative thought or I said something negative, I put a rubber band on. By the end of my work day, the rubber bands were all to my elbow. And so by the end of the day, when I got home and I was taking off these rubber bands, it was a reality check for me. I am negative. I am negative. And then, I started off with rubber bands all the way up here, and then finally I went down here and here and here and here and here, and then I went from like 60 rubber bands, guys, I'm not lying, 60 rubber bands down to like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rubber bands, and I worked on my negativity through therapy. And sometimes you guys might want to do something like that. That's what I want to leave you with. May God bless you guys. May God be with you. We all work in progress. We just take one day at a time and being the best version of ourselves. This is not about condemnation. This is about conviction. This is not about rebuking. This is about rebuking and building up. This is about constructive criticism. I love every single one of you. I love me. And I know the reason why I am who I am today is people took the time out and to tell me the things that I was doing wrong in a healthy manner. Okay? May God bless you, and you guys have a wonderful day.